I used to ask questions about our campaign, our discipline, our messaging, and then wanaambia usijali tuko na uhuru.
Atafanya ile kitu.
So me, I believe in loyalty, and my problem is that Uhuru had betrayed Ruto, who had been together for over 10 years, actually over 20 years, in Kanu together. And I said, someone who betrays someone who is so close to him,
what about
do you think he can't betray you? What are we doing internally? What mechanism are we putting in place
just in case
to ensure that we win this election and we do the work? Naambiwa pana tulikuwa na what was the name of the internal security guy?
Matiang'i.
No, Matiang'i was the minister, there was the PS, Kibisho, kuna Tuju. We rely on individuals instead of institutions and systems. So we failed to put systems in place. Ukiangalia the debacle on the election day where we're replacing our agents, it was just indiscipline. Yani, this thing actually we lost because we wanted to lose this election. Forget about this debate, IBC, whatever happened. We did not do the work.
The due diligence.
People were lazy internally. People thought it was ours. And you me was working for free. Me likomda kujitolea. Direct ya moko. I fundraised for that campaign. I gave them my name. I gave them my reputation. Then they failed. But then you move on. But my problem is, even right now as you talk about Maandamano and all other things, is that our messaging is still stuck on the elections. But the elections are over. We need to stick on issues.
So, okay, first of all, nilikuwa nasoma book ya ule guys, the guy who was running the campaign.
Kanchori.
Anasema kulikuwa na ego mob, kulikuwa na mavikundi. People were not aligned. The messaging, like you said, messaging ilikuwa different. Fast forward, now tumechikima before hii maandamano ya Sabasaba. Tuko na sasa zile maandamano za Azimio, the saying, you know what, we want to oust Ruto from State House, aliiba kura sijui nini. Did you support those maandamanos and the messaging?
No, me, what I'll say is I support all protests. Everyone has a right to protest, and it is in the constitution. So ukida kuandamana leo juu bei ya unga
imepanda
ama because manzako amekuacha, it is your right to do that.
I guess pena kuuliza unadhani ilibiwa hii election ya 2022?
Were there irregularities? There were irregularities. But you see now, what you need to understand is that you have an election, and then you have an election petition, then you go to court, and you have to respect institutions. So there is even if I disagree with the ruling of the Supreme Court, I have to obey it because I'm a citizen, and the law is the law.
Go above.
Yes.
Kevo?
Noma. Boni. Yes. Okay, tumeza huko ndani jori sisi tunakumezea. But there are some people out there manze wanashinda Boni nani tena. Unaona? I would like to go to from kadogo to who's Boni? Who's Boni Mwangi?
Mimi, I used to work here. I was a photographer at the Standard.
Legendary.
Hapo ndio career yangu ilianzia. I'm still a photographer. Mwangi go Dancehall land. But on what do I do every day? I'm the people's watchman. People come to me when they have problems, when you face an injustice, a human rights violation. Ukiwa tu na shida tu na kam kwangu mimi na highlight. I use my platform to highlight people's problems. So I fight for people. I call myself the people's watchman, like Martin Shikuku. Yes.
And so Boni, I think based on your credentials, that how we know you,
yes.
So there is Article 37 that gives people the right to go to protest and picket, which is what the constitution demands. And every other time tumekuwa na demonstrations, maandamanos, there has been two sides of the coin. Guys saying the protesters have obeyed the law by being peaceful, and the police on the other side allegedly wanatumia excessive power. From where you stand, tuko wapi?
The problem lies with the police. The police don't respect Article 37 of the Constitution. I'll give an example. On Friday, there were a couple of young people from Mathare, Kibera, Kayole, walikuwa tao, wamebeba placards. They were arrested, wakalala ndani 2 days. They came out yesterday. When I was a protester, and I'm here, I was a peaceful protester. But every time I protested, I was arrested. So there lies the problem. In terms of hooliganism, na violence, na hizo vitu zote, there's enough police officers to secure a protest. Shida ya police wanakuja kuleta fujo. They come already to confront and to harm people. Wanakam na marungu, wanakam na madogi, wanakam na tear gas, maji, farasi. They already come in a very aggressive posture.
Already washasho
wanakugana na watu. And historically, we've been used to police being very violent. That's who they are. That's their DNA. But hiyo ndio DNA ya polisi. Vita tu na fujo na kudai hongo. Karaki kuona na nataka tu hongo. So, but if the police said allow and any peaceful protest, and then what they need to do is those people who are coming with rungus will protect life and property. Kwa hiyo barabara kama ni Jogoo Road, wale makara wangekuwa Kamkunji grounds, wangekuwa hizo mashop hapo nje, kwa hizo mashop na protect. If you look at when the president is coming from the airport to State House, kuna na police wame line up barabara mzima.
Yes.
Which means they have enough officers to line up barabara mzima. Even for a day, they can actually tell we have about 400 and something 62 members of parliament, senators. Everyone has one or two bodyguards. They draw their bodyguards. Wambiwa vae uniform kwa barabara wachunge raia. Chunga raia rudishia watu bodyguards out. So there's enough officers to protect life and property. The problem is wale watu ambao wamekalia pale juu kama kina Koome na Mbunge yaona akili. Wakituma watu kudeploy officers wanaenda kuambia tendeni mchunge amani ama mchunge binadamu, wanasema ngene upige na upi.
Boni, now if you could just story now demonstrations and picketing, what is required for a demonstrator is to notify the police. You're not required to be told.
There's no permit. Permit.
You know,
but yeah, police wenyewe hajasoma, hawaelewi katiba.
So here's a question where unaambiwa anaitwa Bungei comes to say you can only have these in Kamkunji.
Bungei ni mjinga. Hiyo ndio shida. Bungei ni mjinga.
Hajasoma hizo law.
But fast forward.
Ukiangalia even Bungei, you know, one of the things about this country is a tribalization of the police service. So the president is Kale. America commandant wa Nairobi Kale. Useso Central siju Kale. Unataka ambao badala ya kutika tiba wanatika bila. Hapo ndio shida iko. Wana align tribally. Watu wake.
Watu akisema wanamsikia.
Ukikata front page at the Standard wamenika hapo hivyo no place
for small tribes in public service.
Is this the case in a sense that sasa yani unachikilia hata DP alikuwa anasema shareholders ndio watapewa priority kwa makazi. So what's going on? What's your assessment of public service in this country?
It's very embarrassing because right now this country don't get work by merit. Hakuna ngasiri merit. Somo kuna degree doesn't matter. For example, if you look at Ruto's cabinet, kumweza wakora wengi sana. Msamo na accused of rape, murder, stealing. Imagine wash. Kuna watu wengi sana ambao wangequalify kwa hiyo kazi. Very clean people through meritocracy. But no. You must reward your loyal people. Na the moment walikuwa appointed kwa hiyo cabinet, kesi zao zilivaporate. So it's actually very sad because when you look at my daughter has a question that I can't answer. She only asked me, will Kenya ever be better?
I think
even Kenya ever change?
And Boni, when you're talking about that, brings about something I saw on your socials when you took your son to school during his exams. And you asked him, what happens in your school when you cheat the exams?
Banned for 5 years.
You're banned for 5 years.
What?
And you're banned for 5 years from sitting an exam in that school.
Oh my God.
In Kenya, it seems like ukiiba that progress more to get to power.
Actually, even that same exam, if you GCSE, if you got cheating, you can never do it for a couple of years. You're banned
in any other institution.
No, the entire world, not the entire country, the entire world. You're banned. But there's Peter Kaluma, ule jamaa alikuwa na STI. Unakumbuka yule mwenye alipatia bibi yake kisonono. Anataka mimi ndio nimesema si vibes come for me. It is my own remarks. And I could pass bill that if you're accused of corruption and convicted, you can still run for public office. They're making they're changing the laws to ensure that they fit into public office because they're criminals.
Oh, because they're using the term that you're innocent and proven guilty.
Banned from running ever for public office. But now if this law is changed, some which can run.
Tulicheki in the previous government, Uhuru Kenyatta had zero regard for the law. Nakumbuka ki appoint NMS, your leadership NMS after Sonko Ajitoe, after he was impeached. We also saw him appoint CAS and that kind of thing. Ruto's government is doing the same thing, right?
Uhuru is a law breaker.
Ruto has also introduced the position of chief cabinet secretary. Is a CAS, although sasa
kitiko cabinet.
Hiyo kwanza
alafu sasa strangers, you're right. So my question is, Does it mean that the president amekuwa held hostage in the sense that lazima a reward wase wali campaign?
No, it's arrogance and impunity. Anaketi pale nadhani this country has to follow me, but he's supposed to follow the law. The president is a liar because he sought to protect the constitution and uphold it, but he's breaking it. Yeah, he's breaking it because these things that you're telling us, what you're discussing right now, it's not our opinion, it's the constitution. Says the cabinet ndio hawa watu. This is a stranger to the cabinet. And that they call Malala. Cabinet. But the president is saying
watu wangu wao
pende usipende do what
kwanza amekiwa vitu zingine
kubwa. I'm very happy that yes koti ilisema they illegal. But still this guy can decide to defy na wapati tu makazi huko.
Ndio tungeenda kujua.
They come here go there. Sasa itumesema ni come here go there. In Kikuyu inatangwa kuda gotome. Sip so can tell you.
And now Boni, I think on Saturday I saw you together with retired Chief Justice Willy Mutunga. You went to secure release of people who were arrested.
Yes,
it was a peaceful demonstration. Actually, in the supermarket.
It was even a protest. Yes, we were going to visit prisoners, detainees.
What happened? Why were you tear gassed?
So when we went there, we were a couple of us. We went there on Friday night. Tukatoka kwa 1 a.m. Akadwambia turudi asubuhi Saturday. Atawaachilia na free bond ama police bond. Tukarudi. But he was under pressure from orders from above. To asiachilia watu iwe funzo. So when we were at the outside Apo Central Police Station, badala tusikize, huyo jamaa ni muoga sana. Aitwa Moses Mutai. Muoga. Akasema tupigwe na tufukuzwe. So tukapigwa na tukafukuzwa, which is already breaking the law. Yeah. I think some of the biggest lawbreakers in this country are politicians and police officers.
Ni wale tu wanafaa kuona guide law.
Unajua, I really like your school of thought. Wewe ni mreal sana, lakini unajua yani nikicheki vile hizi appointments zime happen. Why do you think Rao wouldn't have done the same? Azimio ingeshinda. Another angle to this question ni najua labda ulipromisiwa kitu, maybe hata ungekuwa CS, maybe hata Rao angeintroduce your position as CS. Why you promised a position?
I wasn't promised a job. So there's a history between me and Madakarua. So Madakarua was my lawyer when Ruto sued me. And we won that case in court. Madakarua was the one who stood by me when my house was bombed. And she's still my lawyer on record. She has been very kind to us. She's like a mother to me and a grandmother to my kids.
Oh, nice.
So there's a relationship between mother. It's like a family relationship and friendship. And I believe her and I know who she is as a person. And she's a woman of integrity. When she was appointed as a running mate for Raila Odinga, she was going to become the justice minister. And she's going to do a very good job. So I believed in her. Was I promised a job? No. I didn't even need a job. I was volunteering for her campaign. And the Raila campaign. If Raila had gone to power and done the things that Ruto is doing, he would have called him out. You see, the values don't change because you're in government out of government. What power does, it reveals the true colors. So in a reveal true colors zako, because when Ruto told us you're going to form a government of Mama Mboga, na boda na hawkers, then you get into office and then form another different kind of government. Then you have a deputy going around abusing everyone and giving us a lot of things that are not important. It's very shameful because the president is a symbol of a nation and a symbol of unity. But he's letting us down. Do you know one of the things about, so I'm 40 today and I'm past halfway of my life. Life expectancy about 70. So Ruto is in his 50s. He has like 20 or less years left. Raila maybe another 10, 15 years or less. It's about legacy. Because you're going to die. But these guys are mass like there's no tomorrow. Like for example, where are they stealing? And they have so much money. You can't drive 10 cars. You can't wear 10 shoes. You can't live in 10 houses. But they're still stealing. Ruto has a chance of ensuring there's no theft in government. But they're going by the scandals and the protection of thieves. There's no way they're going to do anything about corruption. Then D tells us we did not promise to fight corruption.
So guys, it's hashtag Morning Vibes. We're hanging out with the one and only Boniface Mwangi. Remember, we're live on www.vibesradio.co.ke. Pia tuko live up on our YouTube as well as on our Facebook. The handle is at Vibes Radio KE. Kwa kuna maswali, don't forget, kuna chance ya kubonga na Boni ikifika 7:45. We'll be back in a bit. 20 kazi.
Nitawaambia kitu moja Kenya. Binadamu